Started. Hey guys, so welcome to our team call. This is going to be all about Transform 20. Go ahead and mute up if you're not muted already. We're going to cover a couple things. First, I've asked Christine Benton to talk. She's a diamond coach on our team, and she was asked to be in the test group, the coach test group. And so she'll tell us all about the program and answer any questions. And then we'll move into, I will share, packages and information from Kim Carver that I've shared in the group. Some of the information I've already shared in the group, but you may not have had a chance to look at it. Like just about 30 minutes ago, I shared all the offers that they're going to be making. So it's kind of a complex the way they're going to be doing things. So instead of giving us 20 different links to with the step, without the step, with this option, with that option, they're just doing it all as upsells. So they're giving us, which is great, I think, fewer links and just a more kind of a build your package type deal, and then they offer them special offers along with that, and discounts and stuff, like the new sticks, the Energize sticks that are coming out. And so I'm going to, I actually have a video, and I'm going to give you guys a preview of what the store is going to look like. So the store launches tonight at midnight, and Kim Carver created a video, which I haven't shared yet, and I'll share it on this call, so you guys can see what it looks like and how to order and how to build a cards for your customers and things like that. And then we can talk about ways to strategize about how to market this to our customers, and we'll talk about our prep group and our challenge group that we're running together. So let's get started. Christine, if you're ready, you can lead us off and tell us all about the test group and the program and the nutrition program and all that good stuff.
Sure. I'm happy to share anything that's helpful for you guys. I don't want this to be super redundant either, because I know a lot of you guys have probably read up a lot on Transform 20, what it's all about. So I'm happy to share my experience from the test group and about the program, and how Shanti is in the program, and then any questions that you guys have. Totally happy to answer those as well. So yeah, I was a part of the pilot test group, which this was a first for me. I know Greg gets to get in them all the time and stuff, but for me, I never felt like I'd be able to be in a test group. I felt like they were always for like the elite coaches or the coaches that were like way up here. And so whenever they put together the promotion where they had coaches in different buckets and different tiers to be eligible for this test group, I was like, I don't know what I need to do, but I need to get myself into that test group. So I worked really hard to get into it. And so when I joined it, I didn't really know what it was all about, aside from it being a Shanti program and a step being involved. I've always loved Shanti programs. I don't know if you guys have, but he's always been my favorite trainer. So I was like, I don't really care what he does, even if it's with a crazy step, I'll do it. And just kind of make the most out of it. And I figured if it was only 20 minutes, I didn't have much to lose. But so going into the program, I definitely felt like 20 minutes wouldn't be enough. And maybe you're sitting here thinking the same thing, or coming off of like 80-day obsession or even LIFT4. I was used to working out for like at least 45 minutes. So it was much different, only doing 20 minutes a day. But after the day one workout, I was like laying there on my floor in the basement and really couldn't move for like 15 minutes. And that was when I decided, you know what, I think 20 minutes is going to be fine for me. I think this is all I'm going to do. So that's kind of how day one went, day two went, the whole 6 weeks went. After the 20 minutes, you were totally spent, or at least I know I was. So that's all that I did for the entire program. I didn't like add on anything or do additional workouts. I was like, I just want to do this program and see the results that I can get. And so I love that it was only 20 minutes a day. And I feel like maybe for you or for a lot of our clients, it's a really good time frame for people to not make the excuse that they don't have time to work out. So I love the structure of the program. If you haven't seen it, it's 20 minutes long. There's no breaks in the workout. So maybe similar to like T25, if you've done that before, where there's no breaks, you're kind of just going for the full 20 minutes. And the great part is you might be thinking like, I might coast during the workout, or there might be times where I want to take a break or I want to stop. Like what's going to incentivize me to keep going? I think it's like two things. One, there are these little transformers that are built into the workout. So you might have heard of those. They're basically like a burnout move that you do 3 times in every single workout. You have 1 minute to do a particular move, and you count how many reps you can do of that move. So let's say it's burpees, for example. That was a really horrible example. But say you have to do burpees, you do as many as you can for a minute, and you count how many you can do. So say you get 15, you write that down, and the next week when you do that day's workout, you'll do burpees again. And so you'll count how many burpees you can do that minute. And typically you're going to see yourself improve week over week over week. And me being like a former athlete or like really competitive, I always wanted to beat my number. I didn't care if it was a 1 number big, like higher, or 10 or whatever, but I always pushed myself. So when you do that 3 times every workout, you're still kind of pushing yourself and burning yourself out over the course of the 20 minutes. And the second reason why I think you are going to be tired is because it's only 20 minutes. You look at the clock and you're like, you kind of want to stop, but there's only 5 minutes left. So you're like, I should probably keep going because this is all I'm going to do today. So having to just be 20 minutes really pushed me to kind of get everything out of it as well. So that is kind of how the workout was structured. Hopefully that gives you a little bit of an insight. Shanti still kicks your butt, that's for sure. He definitely doesn't let up at all. You don't do power jumps or tuck jumps like he says, but you do a little bit of jumping, but more vertical jumping, so it's not as hard on your knees. The step takes a little bit of time to get used to. I'll say that. I was definitely hesitant to do a step program, never using one before, only ever seeing my mom use one and being like, I don't want to do that. But after you get used to it, you feel way more coordinated, and it definitely works your legs a lot. Like walking up, I live in a townhouse, so walking upstairs for the first 2 weeks was quite painful. Recover was your best friend. So that's how I don't know what else to share about the workouts. If you guys have questions on the workout specifically, feel free to unmute yourself or comment that in the little chat box. But Greg talked about the nutrition plan too, and that is totally up to you. It's either Portion Fix, so the container system, which you guys are probably used to, or 2B Mindset, which I know a lot of people, especially I think in this team as well, loves 2B Mindset. So a lot of people in the test group, I think it was really split. A lot of people did, do 2B Mindset. So that was really nice that people had that option as well.
Hey, Christine, what about the step? Do people have to use the step? Or is there a modifier that shows you how to use something else?
Oh, that's a good question. So there is somebody in the video, not like a split screen, actually in the cast that does not have a step. So there's somebody that doesn't use a step during the whole workout throughout the entire 6-week program. There's also about 2 people that use different steps than the Beachbody step. So they're like the wider ones that maybe you see at gyms, if that makes sense. So like they're like the wider, like ones you do like in a step class that I've seen before. So there's people using a variety of steps. So if you already have one at home, you likely can use that, especially if you have some risers to like make it higher. If you have another, like I said, if you have another step, you can use that. If you're ever traveling and you don't have your step, like I went to Vegas at the end of my 6-week program, and I didn't bring my step in my suitcase. I know some people traveled with theirs when they were local, but when I went to Vegas, I didn't have room in the suitcase, let's be real. So I just did the workouts without the step for a couple days, and that was totally fine. You still get a really hard workout. Think about like right now, you're probably used to doing cardio workouts just on the ground, and they're hard enough. So including the step just intensifies it. But if you didn't have it for a few days, that's totally fine. But you definitely want to have a step, whether you do the Beachbody step in your package, or you already have one, or you find one locally or like at Walmart or something. So that's how the modifier is. I know they're filming another modifier to take the impact out of it, but that will be a split screen. There's no like low impact modifier in the program, just the person without the step.
Okay, thanks.
Yep.
So the nutrition program, you said you can do the container, or you can do 2B Mindset, right? Somebody said because, I saw somebody post that because it's only 20 minutes, you will probably go down class of containers compared to other programs? Like if you were a B, now you're an A, right?
Yeah, so I typically have always been like in plan A. The only time I was higher was when I did 80-day obsession and I did maintenance. If any of you guys did that, I like bumped up a couple brackets and ate all the carbs, and I was super excited about that. I was in like C and I was loving my life. So for this program, I just wanted to follow it 100%, of course, because I like signed a little contract. So I followed what it put me in, which was plan A. I thought I was going to hate my life, and after a while, I kind of got used to it. I did use Shakeology every day, of course. I used Energize every day, but that's a no-brainer. And then I used Recover for at least the first 2 weeks, and then kind of when I needed it for the rest of the program. But the first 2 weeks, my body was dying. So I thought I would help it out a little bit.
Okay, cool. Anybody have other questions for Christine?
This is Erica, if I may. What about incorporating weights?
So when we did the first 6-week program, there was no weights. It was purely the only equipment you needed was the step. We went through, so everybody's results that you probably have seen in the test group, those are all strictly no weights included for 6 weeks. Once we finished that, they gave us a little surprise and said, hey, we're going to be filming some bonus weight workouts that are going to be included like in a hybrid calendar. So they filmed those about a month ago and have released those to us. So basically what you would do if you wanted to do either the hybrid calendar or just kind of mix in the workouts when you want to. There are 6 workouts that include weights. They're not super heavy weights, so you're not using like 20-pound, 25-pound dumbbells like if that's what you were using for Lift 4. I have done the ones that have been included so far, and I think I've used like 5- and 8-pound weights, so not really heavy, but definitely kind of burn out the muscle groups whenever you're doing them. So I've been doing them here for this second round for the hybrid calendar. But personally, what I'm going to recommend to my clients is to do the regular calendar for the first 6 weeks. I personally think the weight workouts are really challenging. So I would want my clients to kind of go through and have the first experience, and then in that kind of round 2 incorporate the weights, if that makes sense.
And what were your results, Christine?
I actually just shared some, so if you guys go on my page, you'll see them, but I lost 10 pounds and 9.5 inches in the 6 weeks. So I was really happy about that because I don't have a ton of weight to lose, but definitely, I just got married right before I was in the test group. So I had a little, marriage fluff on me. So I lost that and kind of just toned up. So that felt good.
That's awesome. Okay, any more questions? Anyone? No? Okay, well, thank you very much, Christine. You're welcome to hang on the call or drop off. It's up to you.
Awesome, sounds good.
All right. One other question for you, Christine, while I got you on here. What are you doing other than marketing your results to market the program?
Sorry, you're still talking to me?
Yeah, I was just asking you real quick.
Sorry, I muted myself and I was like, I think he's still directing that towards me. So aside from my results, the first part of this launch, I've really been focused on my current clients and my current coaches to kind of get them involved in the program. So I'm hosting a launch group or an info group or whatever you want to call it here on Facebook. So as I invite people or they get excited about the program or see my results, I put them in there, and that's kind of where I've been sharing everything about the program leading up to launch. And so, yeah, I think just kind of going back to some of your current clients or people that maybe you've worked with in the past, I think has been really helpful for me. They're like, oh my gosh, a new Shaun T program, I'm totally into that, and it's only 20 minutes a day. Like, it's not, you might as well ask people,
Yeah, right. Okay, great. All right, well, let me now share my screen, and I'm going to share Kim Carver's video of the new storefront, and he's going to walk us through the process. I think it's, okay, it's like a 7-minute video. Okay, so hold on. Okay, can you guys see that? And I just want to make sure you can hear it as well.
I've got a couple questions that I've been trying to answer
Can you
here.
hear it?
And honestly, the best way to do this is just to give you the visual of what the experience will look like when the packs and bundles are launched later on tonight. And I think this will also be a good tool for you to use so you kind of know what the layout is, so you're familiar with it, so you don't have any questions going into that, or if you do, you can ask them now. So I want to just shoot this quick little rough, if you will, video screen capture of what the site will look like when the packs and bundles are released in, what are we at here, like 12 hours from now-ish, maybe a little more, 13 hours from now, all right? And so hopefully this is helpful to you. So the question that I want to be addressing, there's two of them. The first one has been on the Coach Links generator, why isn't there a separate link for the no step options on the challenge pack, base challenge packs or accessory bundles? And then the second question is, how will this new Energize configuration with the stick packs work? How will that all build out? So let me just kind of show you how that's going to work. On the screen right here, you can see what the page will look like. We have this preview program that allows me to capture this. Tonight, when the packs and bundles launch, you can see the hero banners. We'll still have Live 4 there. We'll have Transform 20 right here that talks about the launch into Beachbody On Demand on the 1st, as well as VIP Early Access starting on the 14th. The monthly promotions are here, right? And then we also have then the stick packs, all right? So as always, nothing's changing in this way. You can go to the challenge pack section if you just want to find all the challenge or completion packs. But honestly, if you're building out share card orders or whatever, just go to the fitness program section, because that's where everything, the packs and the bundles, are all there. So I'll use this section just to show everything to you. So we'll scroll down and you'll see there it is, the one you've all been waiting for, Transform 20. Okay, is in the store. If I click select, all the options then will come up underneath it like you're used to. We start with the challenge packs, all right? And so we have the Mega Challenge Pack, the Deluxe Challenge Pack, we have the Shakeologies Challenge Pack, and then the Performance Base Challenge Pack. So to answer the first question, let me go and just click on the Mega Challenge Pack right here. Actually, to answer the second question about Energize. If I click on the Mega Challenge Pack, and remember the Mega packs and the Deluxe packs and have the Energize option in there. And now with the release of the stick packs, this is how this is going to work. So here's the page. You can see it right here. And I'm just going to go ahead and start building out the order, right? So I'm going to do single flavor. You guys all know this by now. Chocolate Whey, my fave. 30 servings, all right? Now, when I get down to your performance options, I want you to watch this. The first says select your flavor. That's normal, right? What flavor of Recover do you want? I'll go with chocolate. Now, this next one that pops up says select your packaging size. This is where you're going to select the Energized packaging that you want. Either the 32 serving stick packs, all right, or the 40 serving tub. I'm going to go ahead and choose the stick packs, all right? So that's how you would do that. So if I'm creating, again, remember, the share a cart interface is the exact same as the just navigating through the store. So when you're building out share a cart orders, this is the exact process you would go through. You would build it out just like this, whether they want the tub or the stick packs or orange or chocolate or whatever the configuration is, and then you would add that to the cart to create that share a cart with that configuration. If you're using the direct links, they'll be taken to this page and the customer will need to then build it out themselves. And so now you can kind of give them a walkthrough as far as what they look to do or what they need to do to get the pack configuration that they want. So there's that. Hopefully that's helpful. Let's go back out here real quick. And again, so that is for the same thing for the Mega and the Deluxe, right? Where we select the different flavors that we want performance and then the packaging size option for Energize. Now let me go to talk about that question about the base accessory bundles, base pack bundles, or base packs that have the step, no step option. Remember, only the base level completion packs, challenge packs, or accessory bundles have a step, no step option. And some of you again asked, why isn't there a direct link to the separate packs? Well, it's because to simplify it, we're not giving you multiple links. You'll come to the challenge pack page right here, and you'll notice something very different. Right here, they have the step or without a step, with a step option. All right. And so they'll just come, you'll come here if you're building a share a cart order. And if they want to get the challenge pack with Shakeology with the step, you'll just click with the Beachbody step and you'll select the Shakeology configuration like normal, right? And then bam, I add that to the cart and I've created my share a cart with the challenge pack with the step in it. If I don't want the step, I just click without the step and it changes everything and I rebuild it that way. So that's how that will work. Now I think the last thing to just give you a little bit of maybe help getting ready for tonight is just to see where everything is. Again, we have the challenge packs. You can see the breakdown right here. I'm not logged in, so it's just showing everything at the normal price when we get to the bundles. There's the completion packs again, the Mega Deluxe, the Shakeology completion, as well as the Performance completion. And then we keep going over here, and we've got the accessory bundle. Again, the step, no step. If I click on the accessory bundle, when it comes up, I can either do it without the step or I do it with the step, and that will change the share cart you're building or the order for the customer themselves. And then finally, we have the, keep going over here, bring this up again. We have then the membership, the streaming only option. And again, I'll just, make another plug for this, you guys. Really, again, you saw Sean on the National Wake Up Call this morning. That $20 price difference, honestly, it's well worth it to get all those tools. The tracker journal he talked about, it's spiral bound, the whiteboard, all the tools that come with it are really, really worth that $20 difference and create a much better customer experience. And so I would really encourage you to promote that, even with your existing coaches, to make sure they get access to those tools. They won't want to miss these tools. And so really, really use that. So this last one right here, which says learn more, there is a Transform 20 sell page. And so if you click on that, it will take you to that page right over here. You can kind of see what that looks like. It goes through, this talks, there's the video, the sizzle video that talks about what the program's all about, goes through and just kind of gives them information about the program itself. All right, so testimonials, before and afters, et cetera, et cetera. What you get, you guys see, just keep scrolling through this, you can see it all together, right? And then you can see pack options. So that's that sell page. And so that's where you get taken if you click on the learn more. So hopefully this was helpful, you guys. Hopefully this is something that will give you a little bit more, preparation or confidence as we go into tonight. We're super excited about this, you guys. It's going to be a fun night, fun launch period tonight, I guess tomorrow, the whole week, leading up to, the VIP early access release in January. If you do have any questions about anything, just go ahead and tag me in the post here, or just reach out to your corporate contact and they should be able to help you. So thank you so much, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye now.
Okay. Let me just show you a couple other things. Like, let's see, we have our Engage Transform 20 group, right? Which, if you haven't joined that yet, definitely join it. I've posted the link in the Engage Coach group, and we have the hybrid schedule up here, which if you guys aren't familiar, Shanti, I guess, created this. And what it does is it includes the workout. So when you buy the pack, you'll get like 3 workouts. And there is going to be a free one that everyone gets, right? So everyone's going to get a little sample free one. And then when you buy the pack, you'll get 3 additional workouts. Even if you do a digitally unlock, you'll get the 3 additional workouts. And those are incorporated into the schedule, and you can see that they're the yellow ones. And then the rest of them are all existing ones from T25, Insanity, Sean Week, things like that. So that Michelle Taylor's created a video. So this is kind of like what Christine was talking about with her Sizzle group, her sneak peek group. So this is what we're doing with this group, and people will be, like right now we're just sharing about the program. We're sharing the different pack options. You guys can come in here and you can read about or take these graphics and feel free to use them. There's graphics on the different packs. I put in the key dates here from the FAQ, just to recap for you guys. Anyone who does not buy a pack or digitally unlock the VIP access will have to wait until April 1st. So, your customers will get that all the time. And what I tell them is, why wait until April when you can start this program in January, right? Or you can start the hybrid right now. That's a major selling point, right? And let's see, last day for promotion is February 28th. January 14th is when anybody who unlocks it or buys a pack will get full access on January 14th, okay? And what is December 11th? The 2 prep workouts. Okay, so the packs go on sale on the 4th, but the prep workouts are on December 11th. So that's good to know. And then the rest of it's just general information. I also have a photo album with all the pictures of the test group that I shared in the Engage group as well. So, wow, there's 166 of them now. So you guys have been adding to this, so that's great. So feel free to use these, scroll through and use anybody's picture that you want. And let's see what else we have. So we just have the schedule and some other graphics of the different packs that you're welcome to share with your customers. What I typically do is I will start by instead of giving them like all the graphics, when I talk to somebody, when I find out that they're interested in the program, if they're not my customer already, I'll ask them, do you have Beachbody On Demand? Do you have Shakeology or the Performance line, right? I sent out an email. I sent out my newsletter on the 1st, and I sent out a video message to my customers today. And I had somebody write back, and he said he was interested. And I looked up, to see what he had, and it turned out he just renewed his Beachbody On Demand membership for $99, like last month, but he's still within the 30 days. So instead of him paying $99 just for a year, right, I'm going to talk him into upgrading. So, that's key for you guys. Like if you have a customer that renewed their quarterly, they're $39, or if they just came off the free trial, instead of them paying $39, they can get this program. Because just think about like the base kit, which is, one of these graphics. And let's see, the base. Okay, that's the base with the step, base without the step. Oh, where is it? No. Okay. Well, basically, I'm not seeing it, but there is one of these options is without the step. It's $160, right? So that is comparable to the All Access Challenge Pack, right? So they get a year of BOD, they get the Shakeology, right, which is $130, right? The BOD by itself is $99. The Shakeology is $130. The digitally unlocked base kit is $70, right? And you can get it all for $160 because Beachbody's discounted it at $20. And then, if you need to, offer people a refund, like an Amazon gift card, and that just makes it like a no-brainer. It's just like anybody who is interested in this program, you should be able to sell them a challenge pack because it is such an awesome deal, compared to them doing it separately or just spending $70 to unlock it and get the material. So the other thing that I shared was this little thing about an hour ago. This is you guys will have to study this, but it's the special options, special offers that they're going to do. And you can see, it's kind of hard to read, but it's like if they get the base Shakeology challenge pack or completion pack with or without the step, then they're going to feature Energize, which they can buy. Then they're going to try to sell them a step, right, which they can buy separately, beach bars, or 3-day refresh, or 2B kit. I know the 2B kit is $99. I don't know if they're offering discounts on any of the things that they're offering as upsells. Oh yeah, it does. See at the bottom, see it says 33, 25, 10% off the different things. So So that's good. So that's how you read it. See this little chart at the bottom? It tells you what the percentage off will be for what is offered as an upsell. Does that make sense, guys? Okay. So you can study this and you can use it to promote. Like I know a lot of coaches will do this and they'll create their own little graphic where, you know, or their post where they'll say, you know, buy this pack and get, you know, the Energize sticks for 20% off, or, you know, and you know what you could always do is instead of giving them like an Amazon gift card, just tell them that you'll, you know, buy them the Energize sticks, because if they're getting, what is it? Is it on here? Energize is 20% off. So I think, what is Energize by itself? It's about $40. And if they're getting 20% off, then maybe you could just buy the rest of it. You know, especially if they're getting a step pack that's like $200, but you're going to get a pretty darn good commission from that. So if you wanted to offer like an incentive, you certainly could. Okay, any questions? I can stop share.
What time is it going on sale? Is that midnight Pacific time or Eastern time?
It is midnight Pacific time. So if anybody wants to wait up and, you know, wait for the sale tonight, you can. Or you just get it tomorrow morning. I prefer it tomorrow. So like you heard Kim say, and did everybody listen to Shaun T today? They recommend the base kit that includes the calendar, the spiral notebooks. Christine, did you use those in the test group?
Yeah, we had them. They weren't spiral bound because they were still making them, maybe similar to other programs that you've done. So they didn't have them printed out for us, but we printed them out and they were so good. Like if any of you guys have done 2B Mindset and they have like that tracker book that you get, it's very similar to that, except a little bit better, I think, where it's just like adding everything about your day, whether it's what you eat, your workout, if you had your shake, there's like a spot for things that you were able to overcome, just like stuff like that. So I think it's a great tool. Not only like I loved it, of course, because I love like planners and trackers, but also like for our clients to help them through what they're going through. Like, hey, let me see like what your day looks like. So I think it'll be really, really good for our challenge groups too.
Awesome. And he said something about a whiteboard, like I guess it's a dry erase board calendar.
Yeah, so the calendar, I have mine, but I haven't opened it. It comes in this little tube looking thing.
Oh.
I haven't opened it. But yeah, it's a dry erase board because those transformers that I was talking about, those like burnout moves, you write those down. And the goal is that, hey, you want to do the program again. So instead of having to like print out a new one because you already destroyed yours the first round, you can just like use it comes with a marker too. I know that's like $1, but I'm real excited about that. So yeah, you can kind of like wipe it off whenever you do round 2 and kind of do it again. So you don't have to print out a new one or, you know, not want to destroy your fancy copy.
Right. Makes sense. That's cool. I like that. Cause yeah, every time I would do a new rounds, I would have to go print off the new sheets and then mark them up and right. So having a whiteboard is a great idea.
Yeah, I think it's cool. So I think all the materials are actually like really nice to have. So I would totally make sure that you get a package that has the actual materials instead of printing them, because printing out those trackers, I did do that and it's a lot of paper. You don't want to do that on your own. You don't.
Gotcha. So I think it was like what, $70, and with the coach discount, we saved 25%. So whatever that comes out to be, it's like $50 or something probably. So a good deal. And it will keep you active and keep your coaches active, hopefully, because they'll get 50 PV for it. So any other questions about the program before we move on? Or the schedule? No? Okay, so let's talk about the challenge group, right? The prep group that we've created. And Michelle, I know you've already posted in there, right? And shared a lot of stuff. We're already sharing a lot of stuff. So it's going to be a prep group, right? So people will start posting their workouts like they normally do. Is there anything in particular that that you guys would like to do in the group? Like any challenges that we would like to run, or giveaways or contests or things like that? And I know some of you have already volunteered to be part of our leadership group, but if others of you guys want to help, you're welcome to. I created a separate chat group for us. Anyone? Well, we can certainly discuss it in our chat group if no one wants to give any ideas on the call. What else? So what are you guys doing? I'll just ask you. I'll just call on somebody. What are you guys doing to promote the program? What are you doing to market it? I told you that I've sent emails already. I've done videos in my challenge groups. I've posted videos on social media. I've shared results from other coaches who were in the test group to generate interest. I've offered special promotions, like the Amazon gift card. What is anybody else doing?
Hey, Greg. I've been pretty much doing the same thing. I've been, I did the email blast and just posting in all my groups that I run. Pretty much the same thing. I kind of actually wanted to back up. I wanted to answer you when you asked the question about doing some kind of promotion within the group. I was having a little technical difficulty, but I think we should do something. I mean, I'd be willing to pitch in if they do some kind of giveaway, Energizer or something. I don't know how you do the contest, but what it's based on. I think it's a good idea to do that. People seem to always enjoy it.
Yeah, definitely. And those packs, those energized packs would be good to give away and promote those. So definitely promote those to your customers as well, because those release on December 4th, tomorrow as well. So those are great for traveling or, take to work or whatever you want to do. Like Tom, you work out at work, so.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Take a pack and go, right?
Yeah, it's easy. I'm excited for that and a new flavor.
Yeah. Is anybody planning on running their own Transform 20 group here? No?
Not yet. I'm going to probably one right now. I'm still finishing up a group I got going. I'm trying to incorporate it into it, but I'm thinking when it comes out, when it comes out a month from now, maybe to try to get a group started, not doing the pre-schedule.
Okay. I mean, I would encourage you, like, if you have enough people interested, like, yeah, run your own. Or, I mean, like, for me, I have my own general group that I run, the multi-program group, and I'll keep that going, and people in that group will be doing Transform 20. But I offer them the Facebook group as well. Some people may want to do both or just hop into the Facebook one for now. Christine, I know that you have your own group. Do you run it with your coaches or do you just do it by yourself?
I typically host mine with my coaches. So we kind of do it together to get the engagement up. I actually just sent you a message because I don't know how to share like a photo here. And I know you were sharing your screen, but an idea for engagement for your Transform 20 group that some people were doing in the test group is like a little you versus you challenge where it says like, do 60 seconds of a particular move, similar to like what I was talking about with the Transformers. And people kind of just like do those and share what their number was. And they kind of just get excited about the idea of the Transformers and like those burnout moves. And that could be an idea for you guys to do like a giveaway too, and just to get people excited. And they don't have to have anything either. So if people are just in your sneak peek group that aren't necessarily customers yet, that could just be an engagement idea.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, thanks for sharing that picture. I'll share it in the chat, our chat group as well. So that's a great idea. Thanks. So yeah, I guess we'll just you know, continue to have our discussions in our chat group, and we'll come up with some of these little mini challenges that we can do maybe before it starts on January 14th, and then maybe what we want to do after the 14th. So if anybody who's not a part of that little chat group of leaders wants to be, just message me and I can get you into our group. All right. Is there any other questions before we drop off? Any questions we didn't cover? Any topics? No? Everybody's good to go? Make sure you reach out to not only your customers, but your coaches. If you have any coaches, discount coaches, anybody, whether they're engaged or not, this is the perfect time. Everybody loves Shaun T. You know, this is the perfect time to get them re-engaged. Invite them to your challenge group. You know, invite them to get the pack. You know, so I've had a number of coaches reach out to me and they've said that this is the perfect thing that they've been waiting for to get back into shape and then get back into coaching, hopefully. So, all right, guys. Well, I will talk to you next week. Then I'll message you from, you know, I'll go live from Beachbody headquarters and show you around. All right. See you guys.